It is no doubt that people absolutely love living in Oceanside, California, and for a ton of different reasons. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to live near the beach? In this video, we're gonna break down why the heck everybody loves living in Oceanside, along with why a ton of people are moving here, because Oceanside is hands down one of the most asked about cities when you guys reach out. So let's get down and dirty into this info. Welcome back. If this is your first time here and you'd like to know more about San Diego real estate and what living in San Diego is really like, make sure you tap that subscribe button below. My name is Nick and you guys are reaching out all the time and we absolutely love helping you out. So if you're thinking about making a move in or around San Diego, make sure to shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a lot of time and just help you make a smooth move here to, I guess, Oceanside. So let's go ahead and just get straight into it. The first thing you really need to know is the growth. So I've lived here for over 4 years now and I have seen it grow so much. I mean, you can see it on the daily. Just hop in your car and start driving around some of these areas and you'll see a lot of these commercial buildings are actually being completely renovated, or some of them are just being leveled and completely rebuilt, and you got so many new businesses moving in. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to me how many new restaurants and businesses have moved in just in the past year. And you'll kind of see the same thing too in some of the residential areas, some of those neighborhoods as well. You'll have a lot of renovations happening inside and outside on some of these houses. And it's pretty incredible too, because a lot of people are considering Oceanside to be one of the last inexpensive beach towns in California. You also have two newish high-end resorts located in downtown Oceanside, right next to the pier. And not to mention, I wanted to share a couple things that are coming up to Oceanside in the near future that are going to be complete game changers. Now, the first one is going to be the development of the El Corazon Park, which will be a mixed-use development featuring restaurants. You'll have shopping, residential, and a sports park. And it's also going to feature the Front Wave Arena, which will be used for sporting events and a music venue. You're also going to have the Ocean Camp, which is another mixed-use development, and it's going to have a wave pool, which is pretty crazy to think about. And then also what you're gonna see is a lot more new communities popping up throughout Oceanside, because you just had the Tierra Norte development just get rezoned for about 400 homes. So this is going to be a crazy future coming to Oceanside. Next on the list is going to be the location. Location. Now, Oceanside is located on the tippy top of San Diego in North County, San Diego, and is considered a coastal town. It's a pretty big stretch of land too. It's about 42 square miles, so it can take you anywhere from about 25 to maybe 35 minutes just to drive from one side to the other. Now, if you have to commute downtown or to the airport, that's gonna be about a 40-minute drive, give or take, with traffic. So if you have to go down there pretty often, I mean, this drive could get old pretty fast, I guess you could say. But part of the beauty of living in Oceanside is if you have to commute up to Los Angeles or Orange County pretty often, this is great because you're located on the very north of San Diego. So it's gonna be a quick hop, skip, and a jump depending on where you have to go in these areas. And I think that's one of the biggest appeals too, is there's just so much variety when you live in Oceanside that if you wanna go up to San Clemente for a day trip or go down to Encinitas, maybe Carlsbad, or San Marcos, you can totally switch up the vibe whenever you want. Next up is going to be homes. Now, this is a huge appeal, and depending on your style and your budget, you're gonna have so many different options depending on what you like. You have beach bungalow style, you have Spanish colonial, you have beachside condos, you have ranch style homes, and you even have master plan tract home style if you like that as well. And here in Oceanside, the median home value is about $750,000 at the moment, which is about $75,000 less than the entire San Diego County. So who doesn't want to find more affordability, especially being closer to the beach? And according to some forecasts, it's predicted that Oceanside home values will appreciate by 22% in the next 10 years. Now, who knows if that'll happen? That's just a prediction or a forecast. But just a fun fact, Oceanside homes have already appreciated about 83% in the past 10 years. Wow. Next up is going to be the things to do, because who doesn't want to have fun? And Oceanside has so many different activities, and that's kind of the beauty of San Diego in general, is usually the temperatures are very solid year round, so you can typically get outdoors every single day, whether you want to hike, surf, bike, go for a run. I mean, the list goes on. And Oceanside also has a very cool farmers market, which is held every Thursday in downtown Oceanside from about 9 till about 2 p.m. And you're gonna have a ton of different fresh produce. You got some baked goods. You just have a ton of different stuff. And then once they close that down in the evening, they start the sunset market, which is a lot of fun. You have so many different food vendors. I mean, every type of food you can think of is going to be there. And you're probably not gonna get bored of this place. So what I mean by that is if you're a local, you will probably go to this thing maybe a couple times a month or maybe once a month. You can also go for a cruise down the Strand. You can go for a walk on the pier. You can hike the Guahomie Regional Park. You can also go check out the harbor, which is a lot of fun too. You have a bunch of different restaurants in there. You have a couple bars, and you can also go rent a kayak or maybe even a boat. And if you're especially into coffee and shopping, you're gonna have a ton of different options. A few that I would check out would be the Bunker House in downtown Oceanside and also Captain's Grounds, which is gonna be in South Oceanside. Some really, really good coffee there, some good baked goods as well, which I love. And you can always do what the locals do as well, and that's just go straight up, go hang out at the beach, go take a dip, get a tan, or just watch the sunset. After all, that's free, and there's not a whole lot of free things to do nowadays. Next up is going to be the food. How can I forget to talk about food in any city? And just to start, when you head into downtown Oceanside, you are gonna have so many options for food and drinks. I mean, it's everywhere you look, and not to mention you have about 2 new rooftop bars located in Oceanside. You're going to have over 30 different style restaurants depending on what you like. And you also have a really, really good donut shop known as Parlor Donuts. Make sure you check that place out. But overall, most of your trendy and real good restaurants are going to be located in the downtown area of Oceanside, but don't get me wrong, because you're gonna have plenty of really good options throughout all of Oceanside. Just know if you are a major foodie, you will be heading into downtown Oceanside very, very often. Now, some of my favorites are going to be Privateer. You really can't go wrong with any of their food there. Their margarita pizza, classic, can't miss that. Next is going to be Anita's. Anita's is great, some really good salsa there. Also, you're going to have Di Jamara, which is a Balinese restaurant, and they've actually been noted on the Michelin Guide, and their eggplant there is straight up, it's insane. It is so, so good. And I can't forget, if you are a major sushi lover, you're gonna have to go to Wrench and Rodent, which they have, well, they always have a very special menu that's rotating with new specials, very fresh stuff, really good sushi. And then the crowd favorite from everybody is going to be Terry Cafe. So a ton of different options here in Oceanside, but I'm always curious. Let me know down below, if you live here in Oceanside, let me know some of your favorites. I'm always looking for new places to try. The last thing everybody loves about Oceanside is going to be the shopping. Now, how can I not mention shopping? This is huge, and everybody's always wondering, how far are the shopping centers? What is there to shop at? All that fun stuff. Now, here in Oceanside, that's one of the beauties, is the accessibility. No matter where you live, you're probably only about 5, maybe 10 minutes away from a giant shopping center. Now, we don't have Whole Foods, but we do have some similar stuff. We have the Trader Joe's, we do have a Sprouts, we have a Fraser Farms, and we have a smaller market called Cream of the Crop, which is very, very similar to Whole Foods. So keep that in mind, there is stuff like that. Now, you do have about 2 Targets, you have 2 Walmarts, and you have a bunch of different Home Depots. Actually, you probably got like 2 or 3 Home Depots throughout Oceanside. Now, you don't have a Costco, but you do have a Costco just south of you over there. Well, actually to the south and the east, you have a Costco. You have one in Vista and you have one in Carlsbad. So not too far, about 15, maybe 20 minutes away from your house if you live in Oceanside. But at the end of the day, what are your thoughts? Did this make you want to move to Oceanside more? Are you kind of scratching that one off the list now? I'm super curious to know either way. And make sure you check out a couple of these videos right here, because these are going to be very helpful on Oceanside and a couple other places that I really think you're going to like if you are considering Oceanside. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.